When someone talks about high school sports, the first ones that tend to come to mind are football and basketball. There's another sport, though, that people have been competing in for fun and professionally. That sport is bowling and has been gaining momentum at the middle and high school levels. Lafayette is just one among the Mississippi school districts that now have a bowling team for both boys and girls of both the middle and high school levels. The bowling coach for Lafayette, Vicki Loki, talks about how she got started as the team coach.
The athletic director at our school, Jeff Nelson, put an email out throughout the school and wanted to know would anybody be interested in coaching the bowling team. And so I went to high school with Jeff. And so I just emailed him back and I said, have you found anybody yet? And in 30 minutes he was down in my classroom saying, you're going to make the best bowling coach there is. So that's kind of how I got into this, but I'm enjoying it.
She also talks about the number of students she has interested in the bowling team.
Right now I have 8 high school bowlers, 9th through 12th. I have 29 bowlers in all, 7th through 12th graders. The turnout was great. I had 35 kids to come out. I still have 29 on our team.
The bowlers tend to practice at the lanes in Oxford, but they usually compete at Rebel Lanes in Tupelo. Some of the bowlers, when asked what made them decide to join the bowling team, had this to say.
Well, a lot of my friends were bowling, and I really enjoy coming out here and hanging out with all my friends. And bowling's a really fun sport.
Well, I like bowling because it's really energetic and it takes a lot of work, even though it doesn't look like much, but you have to basically line up all of your targets in order to hit something. But what really sucks is when you get a gutter ball.
My dad's been bowling since I was real little, and my mom has too, so I just figured it'd be good. And my mom was coaching it, so it was a perfect opportunity.
Well, considering on that I work here and I also like to bowl, like when we get off from work here, when I get off from work here, free time we just bowl, then I kind of enjoy it.
Just friends were planning on playing, so I just wanted to try it out.
Being an indoor sport, bowling can be done year-round just for fun. It may look easy, but just like anything, to be good at it, it takes a lot of practice. Along with other no-contact games, some people may not consider bowling a real sport, but for anyone who has tried it, it is.
I guess it is a real sport, and but most people do it for fun, so they don't see it as a big competition. But it is, I would consider it a real sport.
Well, I think bowling is a real sport because it's just kind of like hockey or something that you do. It takes motion and it takes hand-eye coordination. If you don't have much of that, you're going to get pretty much a gutter ball.
Well, bowling is a sport because you're really up in a lot of motion. It's just like pool, really, because you got to use the one ball to get everything out of the way.
2 years ago we had a bowling team and there were only 9 members of the team.
It's pretty fun. You get to go to Tupelo and other places like Grenada, and it's a good thing to do after school, instead of just sitting at home or doing homework.
It's one of the things that most people don't really hear about, but when people do hear about it, they get interested.
For Overtime, I'm Timothy Williams.